Okay. So, hello, everybody. I'm on my way to the airport. Welcome to day 5. I'm not driving. My son is driving. My amazing son, Avery. Welcome to day 5 of the virtual detox. It's been an amazing 5 days, and I really am. I feel like this is really just the beginning for me, and I want to invite you all to see it as the beginning of a different possibility for you. Really, taking the tools that we've played with and the suggestions and the practices and the home play and applying it, not just for a day, but applying it to your life over time. If it has been a contribution to you, or maybe you haven't gotten to it. Maybe there's certain things that I haven't done as fully as I wanted to do. And I'm like, cool. It's like we can judge ourselves for not doing that stuff, or we can be like, cool. I didn't choose that for whatever reason. I'm not wrong. It doesn't mean that I'm never going to choose it. And if I wasn't, and part of the beauty of that is when we don't judge ourselves, then we just have a lot of ease with making another choice and a different choice. So if you didn't, get to everything, maybe you can just play with it from here forward and see, when you can institute it and how much you can weave some of this stuff into your life. The hour a day, the day a week, playing with your body, setting time for when you're online, when you're offline. And the thing that's become really apparent to me is being a backseat driver while I'm talking. The thing that's become really apparent to me is when I'm really enjoying my time on technology, I don't really care how much time I'm spending on it. It's like, if there was something more generative that I could be doing, then it's great to look at that. But if I'm enjoying it, and it is that very first question that we started with, is this generative or is this degenerative? If I'm enjoying myself and there's an energy of creation there, and there's an energy of generativity there, then it's like, it's not a bad thing. It's not inherently bad to be on technology lots of the time. It's just when we use it to distract ourselves, to avoid things. That was another thing I started looking at is, what am I avoiding? Because anything that you avoid, it takes a tremendous amount of energy to avoid anything. And then you basically, all the energy that you could be using for creation, you're using to avoid. So started looking at that. I was avoiding painting my office, and actually turns out I was aware because I had the wrong paint, and I found that out yesterday, and I was able to get all of the paint that I needed. But then I went, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to start. So what is it that you have been avoiding and using technology to avoid that you could just do? You could just start. You could just put your phone down, put your computer down, and do it. Choose it. And that could be anything. There was a chat. Some of the ladies are here from my interesting point of view thread, and there was so much motion in that. Everybody was like, I'm thinking about moving now, and it was really cool. And you could feel this sense of like choice for people coming online, not online as in like on the internet, but online as in like, oh, I have choice here, and I can choose whatever I desire here, And when we distract ourselves, and when we use technology or anything to diminish ourselves, to make ourselves smaller, to distract us, to contribute to avoiding whatever it is that we're avoiding, then again, it's like the energy that can go into these new choices, different choices, generative choices. It just doesn't, you don't have the energy for that. You just have the energy to sit and flick your screen, And, the thing that I want to also include in this 5 days about technology is that it is actually largely created to captivate your attention for somebody else's agenda, And if you guys haven't seen the movie Social Media, please do. It's a very life-changing movie for me, and I made my kids watch it. It really shows you like how the algorithms work and what the algorithms are designed to do, and it's all about money, and it's all about your data. You are basically data at this point in the world, and you are dollar signs and data, because data is king right now in the world, and data is, if you own a lot of data and you have a way to use that data to create large profits for corporations or whatever, then you can have a very, very hugely profitable business. We are the commodity basically now, and how we use social media and how we use technology is the commodity. And if you look at, like, I was looking at my screen time, my phone and my computer tell me my screen time. My phone, I was like, my average screen time last week was 10 hours. And that was when we were doing the virtual detox, so it's a lot of time. Luckily it was less than half of the day, but if I spend 8 hours sleeping, then not less than half of waking time. And it's like, okay, cool. So is that what I want to be doing? And like I said, there's a lot of things about my time on technology, like things like this, where I really enjoy that, really, it's creating something different, something greater. It's a way to connect, and I'm also really asking for something different in the world and in my life, because I don't want my life to be all about being on a screen, and connecting with people in this way. I'm grateful that we can, and that we've had this during the pandemic, and all of that has been amazing. Such a gift. Like, so many of us have grown leaps and bounds and changed so much during this time. But being belly to belly with people, and I mean that kind of figuratively, but being in person with people, having conversations, it can't be replaced by technology. And the makers of the technology, the apps, the screens, all of it, they want our attention, and they will do whatever they can to get it, and they will do whatever they can to keep it, because when they have our attention, they are influencing how we behave, how we think, how we act, how we spend our money, and making money for people. And that's basically what it boils down to. And I'm not interested in really being part of that. To the degree that it is set up right now in the world. And again, I do see technology as a gift. But when you look at it like that, it's like taking this bigger bird's eye view of, what do you desire for your life? What do you desire for the future, for your future? And if your life could truly be anything, what would it be? And the beauty of the tools of access consciousness is that they allow us to create that no matter what. Like, they allow us to create whatever it is that we desire. And I have been blown away by the tools time and time again. Just how much they have gifted me, both in creating the life I desire, but also just like the space that I get to be and enjoy, and this, like, the wonder of being alive and being on the planet, and my phone is getting hot. I don't know if that makes a difference. It's like, if you take this sort of meta view, this bird's eye view of your life, all possibilities in the equation, what would you truly create your life as? I would be surrounded by more people in person. I would be more connected to the earth, like living in a place where I could be outside more and year round, and and just like having more meaningful in-person connections and play and creation, and it's like, I don't have any idea what necessarily that would look like or could look like, but I know that anything is possible, and I know that I have the tools to create anything that is possible. And I can use technology to do that. But also, if you do that zoom out where you really get a sense of the greater picture of what you're asking for, both something that you can put words to and a lot of energies that you can't put words to. When you're on your screens, start to look at that and wonder, is this going to contribute to me having that, And if it's not, then maybe you do want to choose something different, and what would that look like? What would that be like? You are the only person who knows. And it's something to just even start to wonder about, because you may not even know. But you can be curious. You can ask questions. You can choose. You can play with the possibilities and receive the contribution that the universe is and that we are to each other and that we can be. Question, choice, possibility, contribution, the elements of creation, and how we create in such a way that is beyond needing to know how and into the realm of just simply being able to choose. So that's my invitation to you on this day 5 is go bigger, turn it up, turn it out, get bigger as a being in the world, and get bigger with your sense of the future you'd like to create, the world you'd like to live in, how you would like your life to show up, and use your technology to support that. And when it's not, have the discipline to step away, put it down, and go do something different. I am so grateful for all of you. Really have enjoyed this time. We will continue to do things here in this Telegram chat. This is a multi-purpose chat, just for all things that I'm creating. I think we're going to do something on food coming up. I'm doing a Eating for Space class starting February 10th, so we'll probably do something next week, like a one-time live here on food and eating. So stick around, invite your friends, heathernichols.com/telegram. And we are also starting the Generative Business Pods on Tuesday. It's a 6-month deep dive into creation. And I am beyond excited where we're going to go with this one. 6 months, well, I just got a hit of what my life is going to be like in 6 months and what the world is going to be like in 6 months. And what I'm asking for, and what I know a lot of the people that have already joined are asking for, it's pretty spectacular. There's so much available to us now, and especially with this conversation and everything that is showing up in the world. So I am just really, really excited, and we still have some spots available. If you would like to join us, it's on my website, heathernichols.com, on the events page. And how much fun can we have creating the world that we truly desire to create, being the source for the reality and the future that we know is possible, and living, like truly, truly, truly living in a way that we never have before. I hope you continue to thoroughly enjoy your days, your time, stay in touch, and hope to see you somewhere sometime soon. Thanks, everybody. Bye.